Hey, Thabreakmasta here. This is going to be my Arcana Famiglia episode 9 review. This was a good episode. Jolly isn't as bad as we thought he was. And this explains a lot what was going on within the series. So, you know, it's good. This is a good episode. So, basically, Mundo isn't doing so well. You know, he's laying down. He seems like something's wrong with him. You know, it was an emergency. Everyone was going into his room like, what's going on? What happened to him? What happened to Papa? You know, what happened to Papa? And so it seems like he just needs a little bit of rest, is what Shirame or Mama was saying, and she's like, oh, he just needs rest. Just, you know, it's nothing that bad. And so since everyone heard that, everyone left afterwards. But besides Jolly and Dante, and apparently Jolly is like, yeah, I know you fake sleeping, man. Come on, wake up. And he's like, oh man, you got me. But yeah, so he's fake sleeping, but there is something actually wrong with Mundo, with Papa. Apparently the Arcana power that he has is wearing down on him because he has the power of the world, basically. You know, El Mundo or something like that. I can't remember what the name was, but basically he fuels the power for the other cards around that don't have a host. The cards that don't have a host, he has to feel those powers so they can still be there, basically, and it wears on him. And he also he's very strong as well because of his card, because it's the card of the world. And so that's what's going on. He's not feeling too well after that. And so Jolly actually ends up explaining all this to Felicita. Yeah, and Dante was there too, listening to the whole thing, and he said something about the whole situation too. And so we end up seeing a flashback for Mundo, and he ends up setting himself for a contract to have the contract with the world. And the card was like, you sure you want to do this? You can still nullify this. And then he's like, no, shut up, card. Let me get this power and let me do this. If I can protect my friends, my peoples, then I'm going to do this, okay? And so he ends up doing it. I'm not sure what happens after that, but like I said, all that stuff. You see Mundo's flashback. You see why he has that power, what he did. Jolly explains more stuff. The reason why Jolly was actually putting cards into to Debito, to Pace and Luca, the reason for that, and actually was a good reason. I was like, wow, okay, so he's not as bad as I thought he was, and they were mad at him too. Maybe if they know the reason for it, maybe they won't be so mad about their powers. What he did basically is try to lessen the effect on Mundo, because if there's a lot of cards that don't have a lot of hosts, then it wears on his power and it hurts him. It hurts Mundo. So in order to protect Mundo, he was putting cards into other people, into to hosts to contract them with. That's why Luca, Pace, and Debito got those cards, because, you know, in the way the all experiments to put those cards in him, those powers in him, so that it would lessen the burden on Mundo. So that's what he was doing. He was trying to do the same thing, I'm guessing, with the homunculus, but he's like, he's a failed experiment. It's a little too late to do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's nothing. It's kind of messed up. I mean, it's supposed to be his son, man. You made him. He's his son. But yeah. So that's what's going on. I'm like, wow. So you're not as bad. Kubo is not throwing. So yeah, he was good. You also get to see his eyes, by the way, and apparently also Felicita ends up saving Mama because of another flashback. She has a power. She has two powers. She has the power of the lovers, which is like the power of the insight, where she can see other people's hearts, and the other power is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, it seems like you can switch the powers of different cards to different hosts, basically, or it's the same host. Like, she's trying to save her father with that power. What it is right now. She's gonna basically switch it with another card, basically, because that power of the world, you know, that's what's wearing on him. If she just switches with a different card or just takes it out, then her father will be okay. And so, but the thing is, she don't know how to use the power. You know, and it's weird that she has two powers. So, you know, it's very interesting. So she's trying to save her father, and the thing is, the reason why the Arcana Duelletto was happening, I kind of figured this was going to happen, is Mundo knew he was going to die and he needs to find an heir. But the thing is, I didn't know that why he did this part was why he was trying to get Felicita, you know, to marry someone. But I thought, what am I saying? I kind of figured that too. But you know, he's just trying to make sure that she's not lonely. So when he does die, she won't feel so bad. She has someone to lean on. Basically, that's why he's doing this. Basically, that's the whole reason why the Arcana Duelletto is even happening. So, you know, he's just looking out for his daughter, which is nice. You know, the father-daughter relationship. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, yeah, that was basically everything that's like in the whole this whole episode. The only other thing I forgot to mention at the end of the episode, freaking Dante's like, why didn't you tell why didn't you tell Felicita about what the consequences are for using the Wheel of Fortune? Because apparently there's a consequence to use the Wheel of Fortune. Now I thought the consequence is gonna be much worse, but all is that if she uses the Wheel of Fortune power, she will lose her memory. And I'm like, all right, that's not bad. I mean, I don't know, like, you can regain your memory by doing other things and just trying to learn back what you were doing before. You know, you got friends and stuff like that. It should be easy for you to get back, or at least get new memories, and you'll still be the same. So I mean, it shouldn't be that bad if you lose your memories. But I mean, I thought it was gonna be something worse than that. Maybe she'll like take the burden of his power or something. You know what I mean? Like, so then she'll start dying or something. I don't know. Like something that was gonna cause her to have more pain than just losing her memory. So I don't know. That's what I thought anyways when I heard, oh, there's gonna be consequences to her power. But yeah. So that was basically the end of this whole episode here. A lot of stuff was explained in this, and I enjoyed this episode. It's actually really good, very insightful. Jolly isn't as bad as I thought he was. Mundo's looking out for his daughter. It's sad that Mundo's having like this problem, he's gonna die and everything like that, man. So yeah, and Debbie told Luca and Pace they need to hear this, because I'm pretty sure they don't know to why they have this, like why he did this to him. Basically, you should explain this to him, because maybe then they might not hate on Jolly so much. Jolly isn't that bad, you know. He's doing it for the family, and it also seems like Jolly's been around Mundo for a very long time, because in the flashback we see Jolly. So it's like, you know, he's a little kid. So I mean, he's been around Mundo. He's been around Mundo a lot. I won't say Dr. Mundo because I've been playing freaking League of Legends too much. But yeah. So yeah, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this episode here today. Like if you like this review. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Arcana Famiglia reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.